Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. My name's Leslie and you are in my kitchen down on the farm. We're continuing on with our party food, snack food. This is going to be a savory, decadent, delicious one. Now I make something very similar to this. Let me just go ahead and tell you, we're going to make a spinach artichoke dip. Now I have an artichoke dip that I make every Christmas. It's on my channel probably umpteen times, and so I make it a lot. But this is a new recipe. I thought there's no better time to change it up than to change it up now, and just to see which one I like. I love spinach artichoke dip. My artichoke dip does not call for spinach, so we are going to remove some things from my recipe, add in some things. This is a whole new recipe, so we're gonna get it going. So can't wait to try this. I love a good ooey gooey hot dip, so that's what we're gonna make. I'm going to add some things into this that the recipe doesn't call for, but the things that my other recipe has that I really want to put into this one. So I'm tweaking the recipe. Those of you who are familiar with me know I do that all the time. So, and that's one thing I want you guys to learn from me, is you don't have to follow a recipe to the T. Now baking, yeah, you want to be sure your measurements are right and all that good stuff. But if you're cooking or making something that's a mixture and there's something in there you don't like, take it out. There's something you want in there, put it in. Tweak and try. That is how we learn, is by trial and error. So with that being said, let's get started on this. So the first thing I want to do is I have a 12-ounce jar here of marinated, and I like to use the marinated artichoke hearts. Just because that adds flavor. There's more stuff in here. And so I'm going to put these out here, you know, 1 or 2 at a time, and chop them up a little bit. You don't have to get them perfect. Some of the leaves are a little bit firmer than others, but you just want to get them broke up a little bit. All right, and so I'm going to do that with this whole jar. And then we're going to get these in our bowl, or we're actually going to set these aside. We're not going to put them in quite yet because I want to go ahead and beat up my other ingredients before I put these in. But I want to go ahead and get this done. And I don't want to leave any pieces in there. Now I can leave some of that marinade juice, but I don't want to leave any of these pieces. So we're just going to go at it, get it nice and chopped up. Okay, all right, now we'll just set these aside. I'm going to put my knife in the sink. I've got some hot soapy water over here. I want to be sure to get my hands cleaned off. All right, and I'm just going to set this aside briefly. All right, let me get my hand mixer out and we'll get started on mixing the other ingredients. All right, so let's start with a 1/2 cup of sour cream. And if you're a little over or a little under, don't fret. It's totally okay. I would lean towards the little over if I was going to choose. All right, we're going to use the same amount of mayonnaise. Whoops. All right, so we've got mayonnaise, we have sour cream. And now what we want to add is sorry, hold your ears, it's coming again. Now what we want to add is a room temperature cream cheese block, an 8-ounce block. Now, my other recipe called for mozzarella and Parmesan. This recipe only calls for Parmesan. So we're going with it. And I'm not going to change that part of this recipe. The only part I'm going to change is I am going to add in some hot sauce because I love the hot sauce in mine and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I love that in my artichoke dip. So I think we're going to add it in this one as well. So let me grab the hot sauce. All right, so for the hot sauce, we're gonna go in here with several dashes. Same thing with the Worcestershire. All right, so we also want to add in some garlic. So it calls for about a clove of garlic, so I'm just gonna put a few little squirts in there. And Parmesan cheese. You're gonna need a cup total. Gotta break it up. You want about a cup total, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in about a 3/4 of a cup, and we're gonna top the casserole or the dip with the rest. So let me grab that spoon I had. We'll get all this off. All right, so we're just going to take a hand mixer. Be sure that cream cheese is nice and mixed in with everything else. Apologize for the sound, but several of you said you enjoy seeing the whole process. So I'm going to let you see the whole process. Okay, so we're going to slide everything over and we're going to add in our artichokes. And I usually buy the box spinach, but I didn't this time. So I don't know how well this spinach is gonna work, but I need it to be broke up, and I need it to squeeze out any liquid, but I'm in a hurry. So we're just gonna eyeball this. And I'm gonna get the loose pieces in the bag. We only need about a cup of spinach. All right, I'm gonna stop there. This may add quite a bit of liquid, and so I may regret that, but we're going with it. So I'm going to use my hand mixer. I don't know how well it'll work, but right, I'm gonna have to use something a little bit sturdier to break up some of that spinach. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it fairly mixed. There's a couple of clumps, but that's okay. I've sprayed my casserole dish, and we're just gonna put this right in. So beautiful, smells delicious. I think I'm gonna be so pleased that I added the hot sauce and the Worcestershire sauce to this recipe. I think that just sends it up a notch. The Worcestershire sauce gives it a depth. I mean, it just gives it a, I don't know, just a depth of flavor. The heat sauce just adds heat and flavor. So I think I'm going to be super pleased with this, as long as the frozen spinach doesn't bite me. But okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take some more Parmesan, and we're going to just sprinkle it on top, maybe about 1/4 of a cup, not much. A couple of fistfuls like that. Okay, so it's going in a 350-degree oven. I'm thinking for about 25 minutes, but I'll let you know for sure when it comes out. So we will see, and I'll see you when we get it out and give it a taste test. Oh my goodness, everybody. It just came out of the oven and it smells delicious and it looks wonderful. So I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit. We're just going to let it cool because I don't want to remove completely all the skin on the roof of my mouth. I want to leave it some intact, but we're going to let it cool. And Bryant's here, so we're going to taste test it in just a little bit. It's still going to be very, very, very hot when we taste test it, but maybe we'll let it cool down just a little bit. Bryant just left, so I called him and said, come back, we got to do the taste test. And he was on the phone, his mind was everywhere, so I've called him back. So he's coming right back and we'll do the taste test, but I'm going to go ahead and dip some out so it can be cooling a little bit. Oh my goodness, look at this. Does that not look delicious? Oh y'all, this is going to be perfection. Now when I normally have my artichoke dip, I like to serve it with like a French baguette cut into little crustinis, and I bake them in the oven and make them nice and crusty. That's normally what I would serve, but today we're going to use pita chips. So I'm going to lay a few out here on the plate while we wait for him to get back. All right, here it is with our pita chips. I'm going to dig in just because I can't stand it.
What's it called?
It's artichoke spinach dip.
Okay, all right. Homemade? Mm-hmm. Different than your normal one? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't put spinach in my normal one.
I was going to say, normally it's just artichoke dip.
This has no mozzarella.
Yeah.
But you could definitely add mozzarella to that. It's good.
Oh, it's really good. And you know what I noticed without the mozzarella?
What?
It's not as greasy.
It's not as liquidy and fat.
Yeah. Sometimes, maybe greasy is not the right word.
Well, a lot of times on my other one, we have to kind of drain it when we get it out of the oven, or spoon some of that grease off the top. And we did not have that here at all.
That is really good. Really.
And even though I didn't thaw and squeeze out the spinach, I think it's fine.
Oh, it didn't bother.
Yeah.
Now for me, you can add all the artichokes you want. I love artichokes.
Mm-hmm. Does it need more?
No, I wouldn't say it needs more, but I just got a taste of a piece of artichoke.
And it made your mouth water.
That marinade flavor with the cream cheese.
I would definitely say use the marinated artichokes. It kicks it up 10 notches.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is really good. I'm not eating anymore because I don't want to crunch on the microphone.
I'm going to eat all I want.
Yeah, but that is so good. A great party staple. If you're watching the big game, or if you are playing cards, or if you have a Bible study, this is a great thing to have on the food table.
Simple and easy.
Yep, that's Parmesan.
Yeah, no.
The top, I got the top, I put it on broil for a little bit, and the top's kind of all one piece, so he's having to cut the Parmesan apart. But it's delicious.
10
This
out of
is
10.
a winner.
Yep.
All right. Well, there you have it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. This may be our supper. No, we're going out to eat tonight. It may be our bedtime snack tonight. So, all right, we will see you guys next time. Remember, the grease is high. He says it's a thumbs up. Oh, no, he's reminding me to tell you to be sure to give me a thumbs up. Watch the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. It doesn't cost you one red penny. And we appreciate it. It helps us so much. And the greatest thing you can do is watch the videos.
And share it. Help us grow the channel.
And share it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We love and appreciate you guys so very much. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.